Explosions can hurt people.
Hey everyone, it's Faded Angelos coming back at you with another video. This time I'm going to go over slayering DPS and different elements when it comes to late game. This account is AR48. And in this example, I'm going to show you how I layer DPS with Albedo, Fischl, and Klee. So basically you're going to want to start with Albedo, throw down the disc because it lasts the longest and it not get blown up. There we go. And then summon Fischl's bird and then see how it's proccing geo damage on top of hitting overload. It's a bad example because everybody was spread out. But basically you want to set up team comps like this where you can layer different types of elements on top of each other to trigger elemental reactions while having only one character out there on the field actually throwing out attacks. So another cheap and easy way to do this without trying too hard, if you don't want to cycle between that, if you have the Anemo main character, Swirl is a great way to do it. However, I have Venti, which is a bigger cheat code. So Venti just needs, like that will automatically make a swirl right there. Like swirl with water, and then I just stack more. The superconduct going off, then melt, and then if I could hit a bomb, it'd be overload too. Basically, that's the key to tearing apart everything endgame. You need to think about team comps that you can layer DPS like that on, and your fights will be a cinch, as you can see. It's just, without even trying, everything just dies. I'll see if I can find some more enemies. I thought this area was a little more populated than that. Is there really no enemies? There we go. I don't like dealing with archers too much, but okay, cool. So, well, my Fischl just does too much damage. I didn't even get a chance to layer anything. So let's try that again. Okay, these enemies are too weak, so let's go somewhere else. I know exactly where I can go. This beach has a ton of enemies, boss-type enemies, elite enemies. If you didn't ever know, this should be a place where you're always farming every day. Kill every single one of these enemies that are on this beach, 100%. Because not only can they drop you artifacts, they also drop all the gear that you need, like the materials that you need. Sorry, not gear. So, for instance, there should be Electro Citizen Mage. There she is. So, like this. Knock her up with a whirlwind. Throw down the bird. Then hit her with bombs. She went in the water, so she's wet, so there'll be vaporize. His ultimate's up. And now swirling on top with vaporize. Just completely destroys enemies without you having to try, putting yourself at minimal risk and killing things as quick as possible. There are a couple things to be careful of. If you're fighting in grassy areas, and also if you're fighting anything that's dendro, be careful of using fire too much, because that will... Alright, cool. So now I get an uninterrupted way of showing you guys. So that's going to proc electrocute, that's vaporize, and overloaded, all being procced at the same time. Boom, without even getting hit once. But what I did originally there was I hit both of his weak points and then knocks down a Ruin Guard. It's really easy if you just keep focusing on what you should be doing, which is layering your DPS, having consistent abilities out. Like for instance, I will swap back to Albedo, and you guys can see right there what I mean by layering.
Let's investigate this.
Because essentially I'll have 3 different damage types proccing off while I'm attacking. I'll have Geo going off, I'll have Electro, and I'll have Pyro. Granted, my Albedo doesn't have that much Geo damage, but do that. And there we go. And then now he just can't do anything. He's just getting knocked around like a ragdoll. And then switch back, make sure Vishal keeps her bird out. And boom, he didn't even get to attack us once. It's just that simple. That's the key to endgame. Always living without taking damage. If you can succeed on doing this in every fight, you honestly can swap out a healer and try to do 4 different types of damage. For me, I just like the security of having a Barbara in my party. So if things go bad, I do have a heal. See, that flower didn't even get a chance to do anything. I'll show you with a Ruin Guard as well. Clee's too short, she can't walk through that. Our Ruin Hunter. Throw that down. See how he's getting melted? Like, he did 1 attack and I dodged it. And that's all there was to it. It's really not too hard or complicated. You just need to make sure that you're doing it correctly. And there are other characters you can use, like you don't have Clee, that's fine. You can use Zhongling, use Goba, throw it down on the ground, then switch to a different character. For instance, you could do Zhongling, then you can do Fischl, because everybody got her for free as long as you've been playing the event. And then you could switch to Noelle and use her ultimate. Now you're doing Geo, Fire, Pyro, and Electro damage. You just stack the damage, they can't do anything. Boom. You defeat them without even breaking a sweat. That's all there is to it. Assuming that you're stacking the correct stats, you shouldn't have an issue. Now, if you're facing a crowd of enemies like this, oh, well, I was going to show you a different way to deal with it, but it looks like I'll do it the way I've been shown. They did get a hit off on me, but they only got 1. See, so it's not too hard, not too bad. I hope this helps you out in any way when you're adventuring around. You found a tough enemy to fight. Hope this gives you some ideas on how to tackle that enemy. I've ran into everything possible so far. The only thing I need to do is Spiral Abyss, and that I just am having trouble with just because of team comp issues. My characters aren't leveled high enough. I don't have a diverse enough character alignment, so that's why I'm having trouble there. But hope that helps you guys out. Thank you all for tuning in to the video. If you just found this at all helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.